So BSG just dropped a bomb. Tarkov is getting a full wipe in July, but this isn't your typical wipe. This time, it's being officially branded as a hardcore wipe. That's right, no more just doing community challenges for content or bragging rights. This time, the devs are baking the pain right into the core of the game. Question is though, that many are asking, what exactly does this mean? Today, I'm breaking down the most likely mechanics and limitations that we can expect in this upcoming hardcore wipe. This is based on past events, community rule sets, and BSG's own design philosophy, and as a bonus, I will tell you when to most likely expect the wipe to occur. Just stay tuned. Let's start with the most obvious one. The flea market is almost definitely getting disabled. It's been the go-to system for power leveling, gear hoarding, and loot goblin capitalism. And in a hardcore environment, that just breaks the whole survival fantasy that Nikita has wanted the game to be since the beginning. Removing the flea forces players to rely on barters, crafting, and looting, and suddenly that tube of toothpaste you found might actually matter. It's going to be very interesting. They did test it a little bit with the start of patch 16, so I'm guessing it's going to be based off that. Found and raid is likely to play a huge role. BSG may restrict both trader sales and purchases to only found and raid items. That means the junk you pull out of filing cabinets, it just became your currency. And don't be surprised if even quest items require found and raid status for everything. No shortcuts, no stash finds, and no buying your way out like we have been doing with the shotguns for early game quests. Now, traders will probably be locked behind quests or level milestones. You might not get access to all of them right off rip. You might not even get access to Proper's ammo until you complete debut. Imagine doing early game PvP with no armor and looted scav AKs. It's slow progression, sure, but it also makes every gear find feel earned, and that much more special. In a hardcore wipe, insurance makes way less sense. Don't be shocked if BSG disables it completely or makes returns slower, riskier, or cost way more. Losing your favorite kit? Yeah, it's gone. No safety nets. Hardcore means risk actually means something again. Now, BSG has tested this persistent injuries during events, and it's very likely they bring that back. What I mean by that is you get shot in the leg and you CMS it in raid, but next raid that leg's still black or not max HP, or healing might be limited outside of raid entirely. Suddenly survival and medical items become way more important and every fight becomes that much more lethal. If something like this does happen, it will change the dynamics of fighting overall for this wipe. No more W key players and everything's gonna have to be a lot more tactical. Just hopefully we don't have every goblin on the planet just hiding in a corner. Now, if this is truly hardcore, to be fair, we're probably starting with almost nothing. Even for you true believers out there, you may only get a macro off, a couple of AI 2s, and that's basically it. The early game will feel desperate, as it should. You'll be scavenging with your pistol, hoping to kill a scav just to get a real gun. I definitely don't imagine everybody to have a bunch of loot early on, even with drops that will most likely be occurring. I feel like they're going to be very minimalistic in this approach here, and it'll be kind of refreshing so you don't have to clear out your stash right off the beginning. It's going to be emptied already for you, BSG approved. Now, I bet the hideout sticks around, but don't expect to build it out easily, much like this current wipe. Final raid only restrictions for crafting and upgrades are extremely likely. Yes, I said crafting as well, not just the upgrade part. That means every screw, hose, and wire, you need to loot it yourself. No cheating with a quick therapist purchase. You have to go loot everything, including the materials to craft, which is going to be a little bit different as some of those materials can get kind of hard to find for some of the better crafts. Now here's the spicy idea. BSG might limit what you can use your secure container for, or even disable it entirely. However, I really doubt that. No more stuffing GPUs or keycards into it mid-raid. If you find it, you have to extract with it. If they really want to push the survival angle, this is the move. However, I will say this is unlikely since it will make the casual gamer experience hell at the start. Now, not as likely, but worth considering as a possibility, they could disable or limit scav runs altogether. It's an easy way to get free loot and bypass the risk. If this really is hardcore, they might tighten that loophole. You might get one scav run per day, or none at all, like I mentioned. The times we see a horde of player scavs almost like zombies, may be at an end with this wipe. So that's what we might be in store for this July. No flea, no hand holding, and no backup plan. Now if you're like me and you love the brutal side of Tarkov, this wipe might be the most fun we've had in years. Now if I was a betting man, I would expect the wipe to occur by July 17th, if not exactly on July 17th. Because she loves to start things on Thursdays, more often than not, as it will give people a chance to really play with the weekend hitting. Also with marked rooms being insanely buffed right now, and more to come, it makes sense for them not to wait too long before a reset. Now drop a comment below, are you prepping for Hardcore Glory, or plan to skip this pain entirely? Hit that like button, subscribe for more Tarkov breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next raid, operators.